I'm Alex Morash, and let's queer up politics. Equality Florida denounces fraudulent mailer targeting Senator Shevrin Jones. Equality Florida, the state's largest LGBTQ+ civil rights advocacy group, has issued a public warning regarding fraudulent campaign materials falsely claiming to be produced by the organization. The fake mailers and digital advertisements target Florida State Senator Shevrin Jones, a prominent openly gay Democratic lawmaker representing South Florida. The fraudulent materials feature Equality Florida's official branding and logo without authorization, attempting to confuse voters regarding candidate endorsements and policy stances ahead of local primary elections. In a formal public statement, Equality Florida strongly condemned the unauthorized use of its name and intellectual property, labeling the operation a deliberate smear campaign meant to deceive voters. The organization clarified that it did not authorize, produce, or fund the mailers, and announced that its legal team is evaluating options to address the fraudulent political advertising. Now, we showed it on for the viewers to see, but just to be very clear, it claimed that Shevrin Jones was HIV positive and attempted to donate blood and was rejected. Support the cause. Now, news outlets have reported that Shevrin Jones is not HIV positive. It was an old story that was misused before. But also, this is just, quite frankly, disgusting, despicable. It does take a second to figure out what the heck it was going on, so I get the viewers need a second. But the bigger point here is, this, unfortunately, is the future of dark campaigning in America, folks. Yes. You're going to be seeing a lot more fake ads trying to deceive us, and it's a reminder, if it sounds insane, it probably isn't coming from the groups you think it is, unless it's coming from a Republican.
And also, since you already bring up Republicans, I mean, they have run dark campaigns for a couple of last cycles now with, for example, putting people with the same names on the ballot as... as the Democratic
wasn't
opponent.
Jack Kennedy accused of that back in the day? So we can't really say it's only a Republican thing.
But as social media and fragmentation of media coverage become more and more common, people rely on things. I mean, I get spammed by these campaign ads, and I'm not even a voter, so.
Yeah, but the one thing I'll also say is it's more likely a primary opponent, or more likely someone who either does not like LGBTQ people or likes a different candidate pushing this. But at the end of the day, it also doesn't really help his opponent, so it tends to be idiots who think they're helping and they're not.
Yeah, and with AI generation and all that stuff, people are going to see more and more fake ads, and
that's why we need to regulate AI and rein it in before.
Exactly. But how? The question is, First Amendment includes all expressions, but, you have to prove fraud.
Well, first off, you're not allowed to pretend to be another organization and lie about someone's HIV death in a campaign. You can say almost anything about a candidate. You can't so lie in such a clear way like that.
In a campaign season like that, by the time it gets litigated, it's already long past. That's the thing they're taking advantage of. Even if they know that they're committing fraud, they are going to commit it anyway, because by the time that the lawsuit comes around and a hearing was scheduled, no one is there to stop them.
But we can also talk about a little bit about Shevrin Jones. For those that don't know, he is running for Congress, and my understanding is he's up in that primary. I don't want to jinx him because the primary is Tuesday, but he seems to be doing very well.
Good.
So that's something to think about. And he has a long history as a state senator, a great progressive state senator in Florida. And he's one of the few openly LGBTQ and Black elected officials in Congress. It might be two if Elijah Mayer would have won the primary. Who knows,
Go Elijah.
We certainly wish him well. Well, there is no other queer nonprofit media platform like this in the entire world. Support our LGBTQ stories by sharing them and subscribing to Queer News Tonight.